in your book or something? Okay.
We'll get you what you got, Mr. Crowder.
Okay.
Microphone off. I'm glad you used the word capital improvements. You just used the word capital improvements. Section 2-36 of committees, it says the Finance Committee will deal with budgets, capital improvements, bond issues, taxation, and purchasing.
Mr. Chairman, that may be so, but before the Financial Committee deals with those capital improvements and all those other things, we have to identify what they are.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I think that is the purpose of this committee.
I do not see anything in here that tasks the Public Safety Committee to anything relative to information technology.
What now?
I do not see anything in the ordinance that places information technology under your committee.
Well, with the fact that she came to us
Well,
to look to ask for the information, to ask about whether or not we could do this, I think that was in of itself.
well, I don't think a department head makes the ordinances of Anderson County.
Okay, I'm not through. Mr. Crowder, suppose we do this. Suppose we not pick over this thing. Suppose we do this. Suppose our committees work together, and we do the best that we can do. We will do what we have to do, and then we will push it on to your department if we feel like it's something that you need to have, and vice versa. We ask that you do the same thing. It doesn't matter who does what, but the IT department is in this. Mr. Hopkins, do you want to explain to him why the IT department is in?
It was brought to the Public Works and Planning Committee because it currently is the development of a capital improvement plan. Now, I would say it's up to council or the chairman what committee looks at what.
Okay. All right. Well, all the committees belong to each of us. All of the committees we are to work with together on one accord. So if you have a committee and I have a committee and Mr. Allen has a committee, the whole idea was to get the information and bring it back to full council, and that's what I hope I have done. But I don't think it's a matter of pick. I think that's a matter of us working professionally together.
We'll get worked out. I think there will be anything else, Ms. Floyd, on your committee report.
And I think,
May I make another
Mr.
comment?
Crowder.
Well, I pleaded for unanimity on the council on numerous occasions. I really appreciate Ms. Floyd bringing forth the fact that she wants to work with all committees. All I am saying is the ordinance was spelled out by previous council, not by me. I did not ask to be the chairman of the Finance Committee. All I'm trying to do is in goodwill carry out the intent of the ordinance. And so that's all I'm saying.
Sir, we'll get it. Moving on to item number 12, I'm sorry.
Well,
Report from the Vehicle Ad Hoc Committee. Chairman Allen.
yeah. Thank you, Mr. Dunn. Yeah, this will just be a short report on the Vehicle Ad Hoc Committee. That committee is made up of myself, Mr. Waters, and Mr. Crowder. And you may recall we started off some months back, approximately July. We came up with an ordinance for vehicle usage, drive-home vehicles, et cetera, for county employees. After that came a policy letter from the administrator as to how this ordinance was to be implemented by the county employees. And what we did at the meeting a couple of weeks ago was looked at the form, the log form, that was to be used by employees driving county vehicles. And this will have on there the date, time, and where they went to, what the mileage was on the vehicle, beginning and ending mileage, and that type of thing. They will turn this in every month to the finance department. That gives them coverage and backup. If somebody says, hey, I saw such and such a county vehicle somewhere, what were they doing there? Well, we can pull this out and say, this is why they were there. They were doing their job. So it gives them some backup, and it also allows us to know how the vehicles are being used. And as you know, at one time, about a little over 2 years ago or so, there were approximately 50 vehicles being driven home. And I think we're down right now to somewhere right around 20, 21, somewhere in that neighborhood. So we've cut way back on that. Now we're tracking the mileage. And this was all we did at the last meeting. It was about a 5-minute meeting just to say, yes, this looks like a good log form to use. And that was all that we had to do. And, Mr. Chairman, I don't know, do we need to put this in the form of a motion to approve this form, or is this just coming from the committee? Do we need anything? I'm not certain.
I wouldn't think so, but if we do, other council members have to see the form. If he hadn't got one, I wouldn't.
It's in their book.
Okay.
It's in the book, yeah. It was in there. So anyway, this was the form that we recommended to be used for the employees. And that was all I had then.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
If there's no objection, we take about a 5-10 minute break.
Hey, was everything all right? Yeah.
Y'all doing okay?
I'm late as hell, but
Oh,
I talked to Rick.
I'm a
There's no,
player.
I mean,
When I do play, used to play over 3 or 4 times a week.
I think they'll probably bring in the kids stuff. I can't take it to Crystal. What am I supposed to do?
Okay, I'll have to rerun that ad. Oh, I got,
Brookstone, he still play at Brookstone.
what about, I missed it. Okay. I mean, no. I'll tell you.
Yeah. No. The apartment, insurance, eggs, and kids. That's me.
Hey, Robert,
I'll get you D1 more.
that top.
Grab you one right quick. You just do a little bit of everything, don't you?